Welcome back to episode 41, and I'm back with Dennis at Classic and Retro Restorations in Chorley. Things are progressing pretty quickly, but there's been one or two parts that we've had to wait for, so it's been a case of doing what we can and when we can. So the continuity might be a little bit mixed up in the next few videos, but hopefully nothing too major. One of the first jobs that we had to do was fitting all the brake lines, and Dennis makes all of these himself. We had to use the old compensator valve to work out the length needed for the pipes, but this will be being swapped for a new one. It's quite a tricky job, but there are some nice little tools that can be used just to make things a little bit easier. Good brakes are crucial on any car, and I think this is one of those jobs that is best left to someone who knows what they're doing, so it's not something that I got involved with. The front subframe is almost ready to go in, so all of the mountings needed to be fitted. Existing threads were cleaned where paint may have got in, and then it was just a case of installing the various mountings to the car. I fitted a few sheets of the silent coat deadening mat. This isn't to be confused with the soundproofing or the sound insulation. Sound deadening just helps remove a lot of the vibration that can occur with the panels. If you strike a metal panel with a mallet, it normally makes a but with the silent coat added, it's more of a Adding just one sheet to a panel can make a huge difference. Now I've probably fitted more than I need to on the floor, and it's easy to get carried away, but it's such a small area it doesn't really do much harm other than to the wallet. It's easier to cut, and whilst warmer temperatures do make the sheets more pliable, I had no issues in the unheated workshop. I also had no concerns covering the floor grommets, as the holes are only required as part of the factory processes when manufacturing and assembling, and contrary to popular belief, these aren't drainage holes. We also place the grommets flat side down, so that there's less chance of dirt collecting from underneath, and the carpet will cover the grommets from inside the car. Next job was the steering rack. The old one was worn beyond repair, so we had to buy a new one. The foam washer was placed on and the track rod ends fitted. The anti-friction strips were then added to the brackets and the steering rack was then ready to be fitted. Then the front shock mounts went on, and that was really only a 2-minute job. On the previous episode, we started fitting the Cooper S discs. There was a couple of things left to finish, but it didn't take too long to fit the near side portion of the kit. Then after adding a few parts to the engine and the subframe, we were ready for fitting the front subframe assembly to the car. Although it was a tricky job to do, it didn't take long before the engine and subframe was in, and I think that's a good milestone to end this episode on.